Take a look. Look at my face. I've got more years behind me than I have in front of me. And if you're in the 50 or over club, you're in the same boat. It's a harsh reality. So that's why I stopped faking it. That's why I know I don't have time to waste. That's why there's things that I've wiped out, and I'm going to give you some clues and tips on what you should probably let go to the wayside if you're 50 or over. All right. Jumping right in. Oh, first of all, I'm Mr. Rogers. The first thing I got rid of is status symbols. Woo, we're going to hurt some feelings on this one. Going to hurt some feelings. Some people got to have their designer purses, designer bags, designer clothes, designer cars, the Benzo, Mercedes, BMW, whatever your brand is, you got to have it, right? I remember every car I got, I always wanted another BMW. I had the 2-door, I had the 4-door, I had convertibles, I had more than one convertible BMW, all the way up to the peak, having the BMW 750, the big body Beamer, right? And yeah, I had to have extra money just for maintenance because they're unreliable. But it felt so good to roll up in that kind of car, right? But guess what? I had to leave that by the wayside. No more. Don't have Beamers now. I just have a company car and a fun car. That's it. Now, what really tipped the scale on getting rid of that Beamer, that 750, was I wanted to buy my house. And what was more important, having that car or having a house? So I sold the car, liquidated as much as I could so I could have what? The cash. Because when it was time to buy a house and get financing, how horrible would it be if they say you need so-and-so thousand down and you just don't have it because you've been wasting money on car maintenance, on the best clothes and the best eyewear and all that stuff, and you just can't buy your home or investment property. So first thing, get rid of the status stuff. Look clean, look good, but status stuff out the window. Counting down number 7, going down to number 6, waiting for perfect health. Stop waiting for perfect health, you guys, to do things. If you want to travel, travel. Don't let health be an excuse unless you have a really major health issue. If you want to say, hey, I'm a little bit overweight, I'm a little bit, I want to lose a few pounds, start walking. Don't wait. Just go. Ride a bike. Just go. Just do it. I remember when everything was shut down a few years ago. I have 2 friends, if they happen to see this video, they used to walk all through the hills here in LA. And the 3 of us just started doing it. It bonded us, got us to be good friends, got us to talk a lot, and we would be competitive on how many steps, who could get the most steps every single day. So don't wait for good health to start doing what you want to do, whatever it is in life. Here's a good one, number 5. Stop arguing to be right. I've stopped arguing to be right. I rarely argue with people. Really. Now, the people I do argue with might, say, no, that's not true. But no, I barely argue. If somebody is saying something I don't agree with, a lot of times I just clam up. I just don't have anything to say. I just let them feel how they feel, think what they think, and I'm moving on, moving on. Just can't just argue to be right. When you're in your 20s, when you're in your 30s, you got a point to prove, this and that. It's like a friend of mine said the other day about her friend. She said, everything is debatable. If you say it to that person, they want to debate about everything. But guess what? Nobody wants to put up with that debate about everything stuff. Nobody. That woman is single and has been single and cannot keep a man to save her life. Oh, I'm stepping on some toes. Not mention no names, but she wants to debate too much. Nobody wants to hear that. Man, woman. All right. Let's go to number 4. Managing social media. Come on now. We're not in our 20s. We're not in our 30s. We're 50 or over. Why are you looking at every text? Why are you looking at every DM? Why are you constantly on Facebook and IG and on any of the TikTok? Oh my God. People, I don't have nothing against it, but people ask me, you on TikTok? Nope, I'm not. Because it was just one more thing to learn about and be distracted by. I have to, by this age, understand my weaknesses. And what I have come to understand is when I look at a TikTok or IG or Facebook, I'm going to be sucked in and distracted heavily. So I'm not getting my work done. I'm not getting my business done. I'm not getting these videos done. I'm not getting to talk to you because I get sucked in and I waste my time. Do you want to be that person? Or do you want to be the person who, you know, gets the things done you want to get done? Because we don't have a lot of time. That's the whole point of me saying this video. We don't have a lot of time. So let's do the best we can with the time we have. And by the way, I just want to tell you this, make a quick pivot, emergency meeting. At this age, 50 and over, man, we got to protect our assets. We got to protect our income and we got to protect our credit. So in the description, there's a link for a credit monitoring and scrubbing called Aura. I like Aura. Check it out. That's all I'm going to say because it monitors your credit. It snatches all your information off the dark web and it keeps us protected because we got to protect ourselves at this point in life. We don't have time to start over. We don't have time for somebody to empty your bank account out and you start saving all over again. Protect your credit. All right. Number 3. Ooh, if this one bites you, if this one is you, put it in the comments. Put it in there if you got the guts. It's called the someday stuff. Some people call it hoarding. Which one of you, because I know I used to do it, got boxes of stuff for when I'm going to use this later. I'm going to do this later. I'm going to have this for later. You don't need all that stuff. Let it go. Don't waste your time with it. Don't waste your time with it. If it's really valuable, start donating it so someone else can enjoy it. If it's really valuable, sell it. Sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Sell it on eBay. Sell it somewhere. Get somebody younger to sell it for you so they can get a cut and put money in their pocket. Get rid of the stuff. I know multiple people who have storage sheds. They got their stuff in the storage shed. They're using hundreds a month. They got the parent stuff in the short storage shed because they got emotional attachment to it. It's time to let a lot of that stuff go. I even went in my garage the other day and I was looking through boxes because I said I'm gonna start using it. I said, what? If it's been sitting in here a year or more, it's gotta go. Hoarding is over because I'll be honest, if you've seen it happen, if you passed away tomorrow, what's gonna happen to all that stuff? It's either in the trash or it's gonna get sold in the estate sale. That's cool, but that's true. If you got this far to number 2, put number 2 in there and put hoarding or put saving stuff. All right. Here's down to number 2, faking the money. Faking the money. When you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s. I hope not by your 40s and 50s. Why are you pretending you have money you don't have? We got to stop that. Why? Why are we going to the expensive brunch? We did that in our 20s and 30s to pretend we had the money. Now, if you have that money now because you're furthering your career, fine. But if you don't have the money, learn to turn down the stuff that you can't afford and go to the things you can afford. I know plenty of people who do that. I know people who go to everything, and I notice there's people who only go to the things that they can afford. And that's cool, and because they get the same respect either way. They're showing up when they can show up, and they're not going into debt. So that's what I'm telling you. Stop faking it. Don't try to keep up with your friends that got all this money. I know some people who have lower income jobs and they're hanging out with nurses and doctors and trying to travel and going into date and keep up with them. Foolish. Enjoy life at your level. Okay. And my number 1 thing is procrastinating on your joy. No longer waiting for that. Don't procrastinate on your joy. I ain't got time for that. You don't have time for that. Do the things that make you happy. All right. Hopefully, what makes you happy is not burning all your money at brunch or buying designer gear. Hopefully, like me, I'm in California. I love to go to the beach. I used to always think about it, never go. Now, 2 or 3 times a week, I'm over there, drive straight from work, bow right there, just walk around and suck up the sunshine, see the sunset. Deep breath. I can feel it now. How about you? What have you been putting off? Huh? What makes you happy that you haven't done? I always mention travel. Is it travel? Is there a car you've always wanted and now is the time to get it? Maybe that's what you should do. Did you want to go visit some people? Um, did you want to learn something? Did you want to learn a new language? Do you want to, not that did you like you did. Do you want to learn a new language? Do you want to learn to play the guitar, to salsa dance, to do whatever you want to do? Don't procrastinate on it anymore. It's time to get it, right? Now, in the comments, in the description, why don't you go ahead and tell me what you're not going to waste time doing anymore or waiting for? All right. Let me know if you enjoyed this. I want to interact with you. This is Mr. Rogers. Don't forget to protect your credit, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay. Bye.